is Snap. For today's video, we're talking about a deck which I found to be quite fun and playing around. So the deck is called the Collector's Jungle, and the deck actually is a combination of 2 or 3 different decks depending on how you play yours, which is the Collector's deck, the Zabu deck, and a Mongol plus Devil Dinosaur deck in one. Now for this deck we have 6 key cards, right? Which are Quinjet. Quinjet reduces the cost of cards that didn't start in your hand or that didn't start in your deck by 1. So you play a Mongol, duplicates all cards in your hand. All cards in your hand become 1 less. Now this is a very important play, especially with the Zabu, where Zabu reduces the 4-cost cards into 2-cost cards. Now Mongol, when you duplicate those cards, you get a 1-cost card copy of the 2-cost cards you already had in your hand. I hope that was not so confusing. Then we have a collector play. The collector card is built around the deck, or the deck is built around collector basically. Since the deck is mainly deals with pulling out cards from your opponent, drawing cards randomly, or duplicating your hand, or making copies of cards you already have. Collector is a prime card for this deck. And we also have Zabu. Zabu, as I previously said before, in the Quinjet play, he reduces the 4-cost cards in your hand by 2. And it's a very nice play when you put it with Quinjet plus Mongol. It's a really nice play. Then you have the Mongol play. Nothing to talk about for this, just duplicate your hand. Mongol plus Devil Dinosaur. Play Mongol turn 4, duplicate Devil Dinosaur, play a 5-cost Devil Dinosaur at turn 5, and play a 4-cost Devil Dinosaur at turn 6. You have White Queen. White Queen, in my opinion, is a very fun card and a very good card to play when you are lost. White Queen allows you to know exactly what the opponent is playing around with, right? You could say White Queen and Cable allow you to know exactly what the opponent is playing around with. But White Queen is more interesting since she draws a copy of the highest cost card in your opponent's hand, meaning you could give yourself a much better advantage of playing around knowing that your opponent will most likely drop this card at some point in the game, either at 5 or at 6. So it allows you to work around your game plan. Again, assuming you messed up somewhere along the way. Now we also have the Devil Dinosaur play. Ongoing plus 2 power for each card in your hand. I don't have to talk too much about this since your hand is basically almost full every single time when you're playing around this deck. So it's a really nice play. Nothing to talk about here. Now let's go through the thought process and how usually the game plan is. I'd just like to say it's not super consistent because in a lot of runs you will never get Zabu, right? And when you don't get Zabu, you tell yourself, okay, I don't have Zabu, but I can definitely continue playing my regular collector's deck, or I can continue playing my regular Mongol plus Devil Dinosaur deck. Nothing stops you, and that's the whole point of this deck. The whole point of this deck is not that okay, Zabu is the main key card for the deck. The deck is built around knowing that if you don't get Zabu, you have several alternatives to work around with. Unlike a suffer deck or a suffer negative deck, where the deck desperately needs to work around Silver Suffer, or like a Patriot deck, where the deck desperately needs to work around Patriot. This deck doesn't desperately need to work around Zabu. He is just a very important card, but not so important that the entire play falls off if you do not have it in your hand. Now, moving on to the play at the best case scenario, which is Queen Jet turn 1, Collector turn 2, Zabu at turn 3. At turn 4, you could go with a several number of plays, right? Usually, I like going with a White Queen. You play White Queen first, then Moon Girl second, right? At turn 4, since they will be reduced down to 2-cost cards, so that's White Queen plus Moon Girl. Then at turn 5, I know already at turn 5, I already know what my opponent is working around with since I have their highest cost card. Now I tell myself, do I want to play a double Devil Dinosaur turn 5 and turn 6, or do I want to play my opponent's card at either turn 5 or turn 6? Now depending on how good of the deck I'm playing against is, or how good our opponent's hand is, game plan could change. But usually we run with Devil Dinosaur turn 5 and Devil Dinosaur again at turn 6. At turn 5 you play the 5-cost Devil Dinosaur, then at turn 6 you play the 4-cost Devil Dinosaur plus Rockslide or Din. So usually that's the game plan. There are several variations that could come out from whatever and whoever you play against, where you might not get Collector, you walk around just playing Zabu, or where you might not get Devil Dinosaur, you walk around just playing Collector plus Zabu plus Moon Girl, or where you don't get Moon Girl, you walk around playing Collector plus Zabu plus White Queen, or where you don't get Collector, Zabu, Moon Girl, Devil Dinosaur, you only have 4-cost cards in your hand at turn 1, you walk around playing Cable plus White Queen, basically anticipating exactly what your opponent is working around with. It's quite a fun deck and tends to get confusing on explanation, but I hope I tried my best, and yeah, let's get straight into the showcase. Thank you.
Squad's still a little late. I still believe in heroes. Victory! Who they dig up this time? Squad's still a little late.
Opponent snapped. Snap! It's close!